help you make sense of West Africa's investment world. This podcast is brought to you by Daba, your most comprehensive platform for investing in African stocks, bonds, and managed funds. You can download the Daba app on your favorite Google and Apple app stores. Let's start with some good news. The West African regional stock market continued its upward momentum today, driven by solid performances from some standout stocks. Buckle up. We're diving into today's key trends with a clear and insightful breakdown that every investor can follow. Now's the time to reconnect with your investments. Let's begin with the big picture. The BRVM Composite Index ended the session at 310.10 points. That's a day-over-day increase of 0.28%. Year-to-date, the index is up by more than 12%. The BRVM Prestige Index also posted a gain, closing at 130.07 points, up 0.25% today and more than 13% higher since the beginning of the year. The principal index rose by 0.7% to reach 183.74 points, while the Prestige Index followed with a 0.25% increase. But what really caught the market's attention today were some incredible stock performances, and a few names truly stole the show. Let's talk about the biggest gainers of the day. Unilever Côte d'Ivoire surged by 7.49%, reaching a price of 34,155 francs CFA. Yes, you heard that right. The stock has gained an astonishing 391% this year. That makes it one of the top-performing equities across the entire BRVM in 2025. For investors, this underscores the immense long-term value that some multinational subsidiaries can create in Africa. Next up, BICI Côte d'Ivoire. The banking stock jumped by 7.48% to close at 7,955 francs CFA. Over the past 12 months, it has risen by more than 28%. The rally reflects both solid earnings and growing investor confidence in the financial sector. And don't overlook Uniwax Côte d'Ivoire. The textile stock rose 7.27% to 590 francs CFA and has now gained more than 43% this year. That's a strong vote of confidence in the recovery of consumer demand and the brand's ability to scale. Out of 45 stocks traded today, 21 moved higher, 16 declined, and 8 remained unchanged. That's a healthy balance, but clearly led by a few strong performers. Now, let's talk about the other side of the market. Loterie Nationale du Bénin posted the day's biggest drop, falling by 4.26% to 4,500 francs CFA. It's still unclear whether this is just a short-term pullback or a deeper trend. Other notable losers included Banque of Africa Benin, which slipped 3.45%, NSIA Banque Côte d'Ivoire down 2.51%, and BRVM Côte d'Ivoire falling by 2.24%. These moves show that some volatility remains, especially among banking and industrial stocks. Now let's explore sector trends. The consumer staples sector led the market today with a solid 1.75% increase. That's a strong signal of investor appetite for defensive and resilient business models in the region. The industrial sector also advanced by 0.99%. One standout here was Filtasat Côte d'Ivoire, which rose 1.98% and is now up more than 178% over the past year. Financial services gained 0.36%, showing continued investor interest in banks, a sector that remains critical to regional growth as access to credit improves. On the losing side, telecoms declined 0.19%. Orange Côte d'Ivoire dipped slightly, and Sonatel also edged lower. Notably, Sonatel issued a statement today announcing a leadership change, developments that investors will want to track closely in the coming sessions. Let's now look at the bond market. The bond segment remained steady, though quieter. About 16.8 million francs CFA worth of trades were executed across 9 bond issues, a decline of roughly 20% compared to yesterday, but still within the weekly average. Among the most traded securities were 10-year sovereign bonds from Senegal and 8-year bonds from Burkina Faso. These instruments are priced at par or close to it and yield between 6.3% and 6.75%, attractive options for those seeking steady income. For long-term investors, these government bonds represent low-risk opportunities to diversify and protect capital in Francophone West Africa, all while earning consistent interest income. So the question is, are you fully taking advantage of these opportunities? If not, here's a simple answer: Daba Pro. Daba Pro is the premium subscription that gives you weekly stock recommendations, exclusive research, privileged data access, and lower investment fees. With Daba Pro, you don't just follow the market, you stay ahead of it. Download the Daba app and explore the tools that smart investors across the region are already using to grow their portfolios. That's all for today's episode. Thanks for listening to the Daba Markets Talk podcast. We'll be back tomorrow with another update. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating, follow us, and share with friends. Remember, this information is for educational purposes. Always do your own research or consult with a financial advisor before making investment decisions. And download the Daba app on your app store to start investing in African stocks, bonds, and manage portfolios through your phone and find other helpful content. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing your financial knowledge.